girls, boys, and my non-binary babes. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Antics with Ash. The weather is arse, and it's what? End of April? So I'm going to brighten up your day with two very special people. Please welcome Will and Jessie.
Woo!
Thank you so much for coming on, my love.
Thank you.
How have you been?
We've been great.
Yeah.
Yep, really good.
It's been a while since we've seen you.
When did I see you? On Comic Relief?
Comic Relief,
March.
Fucking hell, guys. Comic Relief was so fun, but like the most chaotic thing.
Don't
it
even
was
ask
chaos.
what we did.
I don't know
Yeah,
what we
literally.
did. Yeah, it went on forever. Do you remember my absolute mishap as well?
What happened?
Do you remember that, Will?
The titty shaking.
No, not... Well,
Oh, I remember that.
You know, okay, so there was... Obviously, there was multiple mishaps.
Yeah.
No. I fucking... Right, so obviously, it's a long day, isn't it? How long were we doing that day? I felt like... Did you guys come later than we
We
did?
came later, yeah. So I think we were in the car. We hopped on to the live.
Right,
And
okay,
you were
yeah.
already on there.
So we were watching you.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
yeah. So bear in mind, we'd already been like 4 hours deep in it. And then by the time we finished, the very last bit, you know, when it was like you and Sorrel and like everyone was around, we were doing like lots of like in and out question bit.
Yeah.
And they went to me, no, guys, it's so bad.
Oh my God, what
Do you
about Fonzie
remember?
Bear? About Fonzie Bear. Yeah,
God,
yeah.
the whole thing was for Comic Relief,
Yeah,
right?
this was
And they
really bad.
literally went, Ash, what's your favourite thing about Comic Relief?
Yeah, and then I think you turn around and go, I just love the Pudsey Bear. Bear
See, Bear
in
is not
mind,
Comic Relief.
there was so much energy and so much stuff going on, and then you said that, and it just went silent.
And
then
I just
we were
looked,
like,
and everyone like on set, because I heard it was like a pin drop, and I was like, fuck, I fucked it. And my mind, you know when your mind is so frazzled from the day, I was like, nothing is coming to my mind. What's your favourite thing about Comic Relief? And I was like, so much of Comic Relief, as in it's amazing. Like I could have said anything.
You could have said anything.
I could have said anything. The charity, the giving, the this, that. All I could think was sad stories, but I can't say the sad stories are my favourite bit because that's weird because that's not my favourite bit. Like, and I was like, Pudsey Bear, and everyone just went.
I don't think anyone tried to recover it. We all just did.
No, everybody just stood there
in silence.
And I looked around, and I went to everyone on set. No, is that? And everyone was like.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I see that fucking, the blonde in the audience.
Australians. Literally, I didn't realise that Pudsey Bear is literally... What is Pudsey Bear?
Don't ask me questions.
Yeah, okay,
I
I'm
don't
putting
know.
you on the spot.
Yeah.
What is... Children in Need,
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
which is their op.
It is.
It's not really an op because it's all giving for the good cause, but it's not Comic Relief. And I was like, oh, I fucked it here.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking that is my cue to call it a day, and I'm too tired. Anyway, so guys, I feel like I want to do a little bit of backstory on you both.
Okay.
We're not gonna like Love Island,
You
but
do you.
we're gonna Love Island a little bit because that
Only
is
a little bit
only
Love
a little
Island.
bit.
A little bit
Just
Love
because
Island.
That's where it all started.
Yeah.
Of course.
So right, Jessie, first with you. How on earth or what made you want to go on Love Island Australia and Love Island UK?
So Love Island Australia, I went through a breakup. Probably don't want to hear this,
Right.
but
So get me the tissues now then. I'll
Yeah.
just start crying in the corner.
Literally, your tiny violin in the
Yeah.
corner.
yes. If you want
Okay.
to get over someone,
Yeah.
Love Island's a great way to do it, let's be honest.
Good you said that. I thought you were going to go, the best way to get over someone is get under
Yeah,
the rope. Oh,
so did I. So did I. I thought it was about that. I was like, well.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Did you get approached for it and then you were just like...
So Love Island Australia, I applied for it, but then
Oh,
they
did
actually DM'd me and then they asked me to go on it. And I was like, well, I've actually already applied.
Oh.
So yeah, get me on that show.
Right.
I didn't think I'd ever go on it.
The
I was
stars
like-
aligned. You were like, this makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
So then I went on Love Island Australia and I never thought I'd go on Love Island again. Like back then, you didn't really have the whole thing of Islanders going on separate seasons. It was like you one
Really?
season, you're done. Fast forward, I think it was 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years later, I'm in Bali on holiday, and one of the producers from Love Island Australia messages me and asked if I'm still single. I was like, yeah, I've been single since I went on your show.
Yes, so
Ruined
it
my
didn't
dating
work.
life.
Arseholes, yeah.
Yeah. And he said, I'm going to put you forward for Love Island UK. Literally like 2 months later on Love Island UK.
2 months later?
Yeah.
No.
Sure. And they kept saying, you're not in till you're in, we'll let you know. I think they must have been planning to have me, but they just never gave me a definite yes.
Yeah.
It was like January, I left really early January, and it was after New Year's. So within a week, they've said, yep, you're going to South Africa. Didn't send me my flight details to the night before. And I was like, what the heck is this?
What made you want to do it? Like, because, to me, the whole experience looks so unbelievably intense, and it is.
Yeah.
What made you, like, what on earth possessed you to go, I think it's sick, but, like, you're like, I'm doing it again.
I'm such like a yes woman, and I knew that if I said no, I'd regret it.
Yeah.
But Love Island Australia, I swear to God, I don't know if I was just off with the fairies. That wasn't even that intense. I was having a blast.
Really?
I made like
Apparently
really...
it's like chilled.
Yeah.
Like super chilled,
Yeah. I got free food every... I was like, this is like a holiday.
She's like, I'm just on my Ollie Bobs. So
Literally.
who cares? Ask me on everyone. Okay.
I was loving it, and I think I was 23 at the time.
Okay.
So I maybe wasn't as emotionally invested. Mm-hmm. So I was just like enjoying myself. I literally thought it was the funnest thing I've ever done. I was like, oh, challenges, cool outfits, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know I love it. Okay.
So, and plenty of banter. I was friends with like everyone on in that Love Island villa. So this one, I thought we were going to have repeat. I was like, woo,
Were
fun
you
holiday.
just like, I'm here for fun times? Like, who cares?
But when I did get to it, I think it was a bit of a shock for me, because as it actually approached, I was like, okay, I'm not from this country. So I started to get like very scared. I think that's why I went in my shell this season a lot more, because it's like, I'm an Aussie. I was like, I don't even know if they're going to like Australians.
Right.
And I did want a boyfriend, because what I did learn from the last one is if I was a little bit if I was emotionally mature back then.
If you went in with that headspace almost.
You could actually make it work.
Yeah,
so I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a crack this time. Like, I'm going to be serious. I'm not going to recouple with 4 different boys. I'm going to try actually.
Good.
Yes, you're like, thank you.
I was like, let's invest if I find someone I like. And fortunately, I came in and met Will, and it was a completely different experience. It was intense, that one. Yeah.
Was it? As in a lot more intense than the Aussie one, you think?
Oh my God, like so intense. I found it so intense.
What was the difference?
I feel like there was like a lot more rules, like not like Love Island rules, but like we had more of a schedule. It was a lot more structured. Like, you know, wake up, food now, chat with the girls now.
Really?
Yeah, it was a lot more like scheduled. Whereas in Love Island Australia, I literally remember once the producers had to say to us, guys, you're not making enough content. Like you
by
guys
the way,
aren't.
you're on a show.
Yeah, they were like, get up and do something. You're just sitting around. You're not talking to each other. And we were like, no, we don't want to.
No wonder you were on your Holly Bobs. Yeah, you were like, I'm literally here for a holiday. Like,
literally. What? Whereas this Love Island, it was like it was a lot more structured, and I think the producers made sure the show was a lot better.
And like at the end of the day, as much as it's weird, isn't it? Because so much, I guess, authenticness does come out of the show, like real love stories and actual connections. But at the end of the day, you forget sometimes it is a show.
It's entertainment. You don't want to watch a show and have all the couples get together and there be no drama. Because what sort of show's that?
Yeah, it's a shit show. Nobody wants to watch. Nobody wants to watch people in love.
Yeah.
Like, I want drama. I want chaos. I want, like, you took her man. What, you bitch? Like, it's. Do you know what I was thinking on the way here as well? I was like, I think you'll agree with this, Will. The culture shock must have been mad for you, just because I find just British humour is a very specific.
It's different. It's different.
Everything's a bit drier. Everything's a bit. Like, the culture is just so different.
Yeah.
Like, did you find that? You really noticed that when you came on the British one?
Yeah, I think it was a bit stupid that I actually did go on the British one. Obviously, it's really good. And now I think back on it,
that's my cue to leave.
We was like, you know what? That's actually fine.
No, like, when you actually logistically think about it, like, what was I actually thinking? Because I, am so Aussie. I'd been to the UK once for, like, a week, and I hung out with Aussies.
Right.
I had no clue. Like, everyone was talking about football. They would say, everyone would like say something, and I just sit there like, what are they talking about?
Oh my God, because you can't even chime in.
Yeah, there's no like discussion for me to give. Like, I feel so out of place.
I was asking Jessie, you know how in the UK it's just so normal to go, you all right? like, are you
Yeah.
okay?
Oh my
Are you okay?
God.
Yeah.
So normal. It's just like, that's how you like greet.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking,
Not
they
in
did that with
Australia.
Jessie. And she like fucking snapped at me. She was like, why are you asking me that? Am I okay all the time? Like, do I look like I've got something wrong with me?
Right, have I got an issue?
Yeah, I'm like, no, this is like, I'm just saying hello.
Are you all
It was
right?
like every day.
and the rest is history, friends. That's how the love blossomed. Really, is that not a thing?
No, so everyone, like almost every day, was like, are you okay? And I was like, do I actually look that stressed?
No.
I'm trying to just sit here.
What's
I'm
the
okay.
equivalent of an Aussie way of saying
Is that
that?
like hi?
Yeah, they go, how you going?
Oh, how you going?
How you going? How you going?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like, if I said, are you all right? Like, that's like, you're crying. What's wrong?
Right,
You're
what's
mad.
wrong with you? God, I
Yeah.
would never even second think that.
I said it to someone in Australia, and then I almost had to like backtrack because he got quite
Right.
offended. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, I'm from the UK, and that's just like how you're going. And
Yeah.
then he just kind of like looked at me even weirder when I tried to explain myself like that.
And then you're like, do you know what? Leave it.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Do you find that, because I guess when you guys were getting to know each other, is there also a difference in like dating etiquette between the two?
I don't know. I think Will and I were quite good because we both had
Right.
banter. And I think you were obviously the funniest in the villa.
I think it's more the age gap than.
Okay, call me out.
Yeah, yeah.
No. I mean, no, that's a dig at me. I'm probably just a little bit immature.
Oh, okay, fine.
Do you know?
Fine. Nice save.
You're not.
I'm a cougar.
Yeah,
You're actually
That makes
not
it seem
a
worse
cougar.
that you're immature. So
No,
you're
that's
mature.
so funny.
No. If we're
Wait, what is
telling the truth, I'm 24.
People need
Jesse's
to know.
38.
Oh my God.
Jesse's 2
Oh,
and actually I'm 12, so that's
Yeah.
no, really,
But I'm 20, just turned 25 now, I can say
Yeah,
that.
he's 25.
okay.
25,
Oh, yeah, because
27.
you had a birthday just now.
Yeah. And for everyone wondering, get the tissues out because Jesse was at Coachella.
Oh my God.
We're going to get onto that. Don't you worry. I'm going to talk all about Coachella again. Okay, you're 25.
25, 27.
Turning 28 though.
Turning
Fine.
28.
But I'll
So
take
yeah,
27.
maybe just.
Come on, girlie. Me and you together.
Yes, let's go. Are you 96?
96, yeah.
Oh, yes.
96, babes.
Yeah, we're
Do
young. He always calls me old. Say we're young.
Oh, no, I don't. No. That's
You
taken
tell
out of
him.
context.
Yeah,
That's
right.
taken
So
out
you
of
think, if
context.
anything, it wasn't to do with like the Aussie Brit thing. It was more you were just a little bit young.
Oh, just maybe it's silly.
I
Sillier.
feel like that.
Sillier.
I feel like you were trying to impress me though. So you weren't
For
just
sure.
saying everything that I wanted
yeah.
to hear. Do you know? And like, you've admitted to this.
For sure, I probably trapped Jessie in the first 2 months and then showed my real colours.
Good for you. Good for you. That's what they all do.
Got the passport, ripped it up. You're now trapped on the farm, love.
Okay, wait. Right. Okay, this brings me on to you. Not that. You're now trapped on the farm, my love. This brings me on to you because then what made you want to go on a show? Because I remember seeing you come on and it was such a rogue choice.
Look, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. As in,
hell.
I think everyone was like, this is such a breath of fresh air because for me, every single lineup of Love Islanders looked the same.
Yeah.
For years, it was all very much like those boys, and this is no shade to them. I think that is the type of person that would go on Love Island, but it was like party boys, you know, boys that go out, go clubbing.
Don't be fooled.
Yeah, no. But I just feel like
Not me.
you were more of a rogue choice for what they'd had in the past cast-wise. It was like,
Oh, for
and they
sure.
were leading with like, Farmer Will, I'm a fucking farmer. And everyone was like, what?
What is this weirdo doing on?
Who's this farmer on Love Island? Like, what made you think, yeah, this is what I want to do?
To be completely honest, I got approached and I just then never thought I would have got on the show. So
Really?
100, like, if you look at it, I'm just not your typical Love Island boy.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
But that was the beauty of it. That's why everyone loved it.
I only did a couple of calls with them. That was it. And was
Right.
like, well, I've had not really a process. Obviously, I'm not going to get on.
Yeah.
And then they just go, oh, pack your bags, would love to have you. And I was like, I had a few conversations with my dad, and then I kind of like went into the kitchen and was like, looks like I'm not farming next year. Going to Love Island.
Literally, what did they think about it?
fine, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, real supportive, going to, you know, chase your dreams. Not that it was like my dream, but it was...
Yeah, but it was like go and do something exciting and different.
Oh, 100%. Like, I worked on the farm all kind of like previous, and it was, I think when you're given an opportunity like that, it's almost worse to say no to say yes. Like you said, like you will regret it sort of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously met the love of my life on it, so...
Must be nice. No, you two are actually my favourite.
We do think that they casted us for each other, though. Like, I think they knew that we'd be compatible.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, because they do ask you questions like that before, of like, what's your type? What do you look for in someone? Blah blah blah. So I think there must be an element
100%.
of that, right?
Oh no! Yeah, they have to put people on
that they think are going to be compatible.
For sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would just be a complete shit show, wouldn't
For
it?
sure.
Like,
For sure.
Yeah.
Was there any part of you that went on it thinking? Because obviously, I feel like from knowing you briefly and watching your stuff, you love what you do. Like, you love your life on the farm.
Yeah.
Was there any part of you that was like, oh, God, this is going to be, like, me leaving that world? Or did you always know, I'm always going to come back to the farm, that's me?
I think that's that's like the nicest thing, because it's a family farm. The farm's going to go nowhere.
Right.
And that's why it's been so nice coming off the show, being able to travel to like Australia, do kind of like my own, to do my own thing and kind of like get a semi-identity. Because do you know what I mean? Like, kind of like before and coming off the show, it was quite difficult to separate kind of like myself to the farm.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. So it was, the farm's always going to be there, always going to help out work on the farm, but it was nice for me to like explore the world, go to Australia, live, what's the saying?
Spread your wings.
Spread my wings.
Live in la vida loca.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
It's also nice because I feel like what you do, like, they're complete antitheses of each other. Antithesis? Is that the right word?
The farm and Love Island?
Yeah, I feel like what you do with, like, social media-y stuff, and then it's like, it's one end of the spectrum, and then you fucking lambing on a Monday, you two together.
Got Jessie to lamb as well, getting in this time.
I saw that video and it made me die. I was like, wow, you're just so stuck in there. And Will just doesn't know, right? We might have to insert the video because it's on your gram somewhere.
Yeah.
And it was killing me. It was like this, like, baby lamb coming out of its mum, and Will's just going, just stick, you just got to
Oh my God,
and he's got his fingers in there, and he's like, you just got to rummage around. And she's like, okay, harder, softer, like, don't, you know, asking all the right questions. You know, am I doing too much? Am I doing too little? Will's just like, just stick your fingers in there
just
and
get the
around.
fingers in.
Oh my God, you were doing
I didn't
so
want to
well.
hurt her.
Totally.
I was like...
I'd be so out of my depth there. I'd be like, oh, but it's okay.
A really funny story. When Jessie... First of all, I've got two funny ones. Firstly, Jessie thought lambing sheep was where you catch the sheep and rub its belly.
Assist.
Rub its tummy and stroke its head.
And then give it a cuddle.
Yeah, like massage
just to make
like
sure it
this.
goes all right. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
Like, she can push it out herself, surely. So I'd be like, pat the head, push the belly,
and
give
you
it
just give it some little, like, postnatal love.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
If it was that, then I'd love to be lambed.
Oh, I was excited, but I was very rudely realised that's actually not.
Wrong.
And then secondly, when we got the sheet down for Jessie to lamb, I love this because I told my parents this, and me and my dad,
showed them the
we
video.
had a chuckle. Me and my old man, we had a good old chuckle.
The farmers had a good old chuckle about it.
So I got this sheet down. She's given birth, and I'm like to Jessie, right, you know, roll your sleeves up, babe, you're about to go in. And I'm like...
It's that.
Yeah, so basically the sheep hadn't dilated properly, so she was a little bit tight still. So like, what you have to do is massage.
This is where he goes, right, so you stick your fingers in, just ride around, Jessie. And she was like...
Yeah, I was like, massage round it to dilate her. So she got one finger...
I
did this and started doing it like this, and it was like the funniest thing. I'm like, no, babe, you've got to
really
shove it in.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there like going, tickling her.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would have done.
I didn't want to hurt her.
Come on, love.
Yeah,
This should do. Yeah. That is so funny.
Yeah.
Did you do any sort of... did you do anything remotely near to this when you were in Australia?
So, funnily enough, I've actually grown up around agriculture. So I've worked on like dairy farms. I've not put my hand up a sheep's vagina before. I can say that's the first
but you've tickled the tip.
I thought you could say tickle the tip.
I mean, both work. Both work.
But yeah, well, fun fact, when you milk a cow, you actually have to do it really hard because when I first milked a cow, I was doing it softly again. I was being gentle.
So
How are you doing, Jessie? I'm milking the cow.
Milking cows.
I was like this, and it actually tickles the cow. And she was like kicking me, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? And they said, you're tickling her.
So you've really got to get in there, right?
Yeah, it's not really, I don't think I'm rough enough for this.
Yeah.
I think you are. I was honestly like, because even reading some of the comments are annoying, but like most of the comments overwhelmingly were really nice and just being like,
oh yeah, like well
I love that Jessie just gets into every Will's just going further in, and she's just like, yeah, I'm doing it.
She didn't have a choice. I was like, you're lambing this.
Yeah, literally. Tell me I'm sexy, you're lambing.
Tell me I'm sexy when I lamb the sheep.
But like, I think it's so nice that, and I did wonder this because I know that Australia is obviously so vast that so many Australians do participate in agriculture of some kind anyway. Yeah. So I was like, I wondered if you came from that background at all.
Yeah, well, at school we had farm as a subject, so I could get out of like sitting and writing in a book and go do farm. I didn't really do much on the farm, but I still did farm as a subject. So it's like the background I've actually come from. But do you know what's quite funny? I was always so embarrassed because I'm from like rural Tasmania, and then I moved to like the big smoke, and I hated being the country girl. I was so embarrassed.
Is rural like outbacky? Like what's rural like?
Yeah, like we've got like snakes and spiders and live up a dirt road and it's all trees.
Not for you. After all that, you spend your whole life on a farm.
Trying to escape it.
I'm back.
Yeah, she said snakes and spiders, and Will went, I'm out.
Yeah.
He's got his whole fist up a sheep, and he's like, draw the line.
When I went to her family's house, obviously trying to make a good impression, Dad's like, come on, hop in, we're going to find some snakes. I was like, what the fuck?
Hop in, we're going to find some snakes. Apparently, your dad's Mickey Mouse.
That was my Australian accent.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, we were like driving around, and I'm like, semi-poo in my pants, like sat there like, oh yeah.
But he was trying to act not scared, and so my dad's driving, oh look, there's a snake there, pulls over the car, and goes, let's go have a look. And we was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
Shaking.
Were you shitting yourself?
You can't play about with snakes, they actually kill you.
You can't play about.
No, because you go to Australia, no one gives a fuck. Like,
agreed.
These spiders and snakes that can kill you,
it's not for me.
Let's pet it. No.
Okay, to be fair, we don't stroke and pet snakes. Just to
only
be clear.
tickle them. You only tickle them. You don't stroke and pet them. So were you scared when you went to it? Like, how did you?
Yeah.
Was your first time? You absolutely shit in my pants.
Yeah. This isn't the farm anymore. Where you're in control of the animals.
Right.
These are animals that will kill you and not think twice about it. Sorry.
Was that? I agree.
No, stay far away. Even these fucking huge spiders like this that won't hurt you. They're like, oh, come on, get a picture of it. Put your head by it. I'm like, no.
No. I've seen all these videos from Australia, and it's like literal like. Do you know what? This is my greatest fear. I always say, if somebody says, what's your biggest fear? This would be it. Somebody pulled like a full python out their toilet.
Oh, right, yeah.
We haven't had that at our house. But.
Imagine going to take your daily... Yeah, innit? Yay, thank God. Imagine going to take your daily shit and there's just a little python going...
Yeah. Oh, that's the ball's gone.
Okay, yeah. Are you... That is frightening to me. Yeah. Was that your first time going to Australia?
Oh, yeah.
For Jessie?
Yeah.
And was that like the first time... Was it immediately after...
It was a few months. So
yeah.
I think it was 3 months. I had a 3-month working visa here.
Okay.
So when that expired, I went back to Australia and kind of reset the visa and everything and reapplied. So Will came back.
Yeah.
I think in summertime, though, was in winter. There's no snakes. The spiders are all, God knows where they go.
Right.
But yeah, so...
Back into their nest.
That's lies, because we actually did fucking see massive spiders.
I think it was like summertime when we came down. It came to swimming in the ocean, going out the bush.
Swimming in the ocean? Oh, I would go, oh, where are we going? Oh, we're going just to this beach. Oh, Any sharks? Oh yeah, there was a sighting last week.
It's just the ocean. That's where they live.
It's only in the ocean. Brilliant.
That's where they live.
This is absolutely sending me. The guy dedicates his life to animals and farming, and he's a pussy. I can't believe it.
What? I'm gonna get eaten by a shark, bitten by a snake.
I agree. It's a different breed.
And you speak to anyone in Australia, they don't comfort you.
Yeah.
If that happens, what are you gonna do? I don't know. If it happens, it happens.
Australians quite tough about it just because it's just the life.
I think it's honestly, people are a lot more scared of it. Like, you didn't get eaten by a snake. You didn't get bitten by a shark.
That's because I was looking at my surroundings.
It's because I have 20/20 vision.
Honestly, I was like walking around like this, anything in the bush. We're not walking over there.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
That'd be me. So people are, I guess you're just,
Yeah,
you're
like,
used to it unless you have an experience that makes you not.
Yeah, it's really, honestly, anyone wants to come to Australia, I promise you, it's not that scary. Don't let me turn you off it. It's a beautiful place.
I tell you the one thing that does scare me. I keep seeing viral clips of those kangaroos.
Those tough ones.
That aren't kangaroos, they're Mike Tyson built fuckers. They're like this.
Yeah.
And they walk around like that on 2 legs. I'm like, bro, where do you gym?
Yeah, literally.
And they're like, and I was like, oh my God, that terrifies me.
They would scare me too. Kangaroos are pretty big and they thump like their tails and their back legs.
Yeah.
They are scary animals, but like, just don't go close to them.
Right.
It's not, you know what I mean? Like, don't be a dickhead and go up to a big butch kangaroo.
And start fighting
fine.
it. Hello, tickle him. Okay, I'm so fascinated by all this. Farming is a subject. Sorry, that's been on my mind since we said it. So ADHD. Is that for everyone?
I'm from Tasmania.
Okay.
So that's right at the bottom, and I'm right at the bottom of Tasmania. So agriculture is like a huge industry down where we are. So the school I went to offered farm. It was literally called farm. So they had a school farm. Yeah.
The farm.
It's just the farm.
The school farm. So yeah, that was a subject on offer for us. And if you didn't want to go to, so school finishes for us at 16, when you're 16 years old, and then you go into college.
Right.
So college is year 11 and 12.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. 11 and 12. And then,
even I don't know that.
I've been in school. So yeah, year 11 and 12, you can either go to college or you can go do a trade. And like agriculture is huge. So
which is basically the same as us, isn't it? As in, if you want to leave school at 16, you can, or you go to college or sixth form or whatever.
I think it's changed now, isn't it? Is that right? I think you have to stay in until you're 18. Yeah, I don't think you can leave at 16 now. I think you get fined.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you have to stay in.
Because you used to be able to go into a trade at 16, couldn't you? Like, if you had a business or whatever.
But you can't do. You have to
Oh, really?
Educational training, yeah.
Yeah, you have to stay in until you're 18.
yeah, well, so
Fuckers.
farm was actually one of my favourite subjects though, because obviously you've got like maths, English, sport, drama,
Farming.
Yeah.
Would they do that? So, do you think would they offer that in like Melbourne, for example?
I don't know. I think because we're in such like a rural and remote area, like where I'm from, if I moved to mainland Australia, we call it the mainland.
Right.
I got like an extra 20 points or something like that on my ATAR on my college score. Because like we're technically so rural that we're disadvantaged, so we just get extra.
Stop it.
Yeah, so we get extra. If we move to the mainland, you get more points on your. What do you guys call it? GCS.
GCSEs?
What do you guys call?
GCSEs or A-level? UCAS points.
Yeah.
So
UCAS.
Yeah.
Benefits on UCAS.
Do you?
No way.
And let's be honest, someone's got to grow up and be a farmer. Like
I completely agree.
Yeah.
And
Jessie spent her whole life trying to get away, get onto the farmland, get to Sydney,
I know, right.
and then gets trapped by me.
And then he's
my
like,
family always laugh at me.
What did you want to do? Was there something specific that you wanted to do?
So I left. So I went on to go to college. I made my parents send me to a private college for 2 years. I actually paid for it myself. I worked in a cafe, did netball umpiring, and worked at McDonald's because I wanted to be a city girl for a bit. So I paid to go to like a private school, and then from there I actually went into like banking. So I moved to Melbourne.
You too. I just at any point I have no idea what's going to come out of your mouth.
Ask her how many jobs she's had.
Yeah, how many jobs have you had?
Crazy.
So I've worked in McDonald's was one of my first ones. Fruit packing, actually. I was a fruit packer, picking and packing cherries and apples.
That sounds like
fairyland, that does,
yeah,
doesn't
that's
it?
really good. Picking and packing cherries and apples. I can imagine her doing it, just looking so gorgeous, like a little Cinderella. Like,
When I did that, I was like, no, I want to get out of there. And then I did like netball umpiring. So I wanted to like umpire for Australia. Ended up doing state league and stuff, but then I went out of that. I worked at a school for a bit as a receptionist. That was really fun. Went into banking was my longest job though, and then did that for a few years and went through a breakup. And I was like, axed everything in that life. Quit my job, moved away because I was working in a city, Melbourne, like the biggest branch in Melbourne. So that was like my goal.
How many years have you been alive? She's lying.
I was wasting no time.
She's actually 48.
Let me see that passport again.
Yeah. I need to see because she's fumbled the numbers there.
A lot of experience.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then when I went through that breakup, I started doing like personal training and then went on Love Island. Came off Love Island, COVID pandemic happened. And because I worked in banking for so long, they needed people to do the COVID response team, like the unit, the organiser.
Don't you dare tell me you did that.
So they phoned me up. We know you're a trusted person of the bank, and I actually got a job at the COVID response unit working for the Department of Premier and Cabinet in Tasmania. So she was doing serious stuff, and I actually...
I'm obsessed with her.
I worked there for ages. I didn't put that on social media, though. Right. So I was being an influencer on social media. No one knew I had a full-time job. I was actually working, for the COVID response unit during the pandemic. So
being a bad bee on Instagram. Being a bad bee.
And then she's actually COVID response unit.
Yeah, I was actually a manager there. So, like, I was managing people.
I was CEO and I built the hospital. Yeah, I can't believe this.
Well, but we all had a lot of banter because obviously I was working for loungewear, lounge underwear online, like in my bikinis and stuff.
You actually was
literally.
Doing that.
And I was managing people that were like my friends' parents, and they were and working with like the police force, like alongside them, the Tasmanian like government and whatnot. So when I told my parents I'm moving to a farm in the UK, they were just like, whatever, it's just what Jessie does, you know what I mean?
But this has given context to everything now.
Yeah.
Now this makes sense. They were just like, oh, honestly, who cares? She's done it all at this point.
And then she would go, so what jobs have you had? Like, what do you do? Just sheep.
Yeah. Lambing.
Yeah, just sheep.
What about last year? Lambing.
Yeah. Year before, lambing.
Were you always like just basically in the family business after school?
Yeah, well, I messed up at school big time.
Did you?
Yeah, do you know what? I was predicted really low grades. Who would have thought?
No, I wouldn't have thought that.
Who would have actually thought?
Yeah.
But actually did not that bad. And then I was like, right, maybe I am quite smart. So I did 2 hard A-levels, like math, history, business. And then I was like, well, I just can't fucking do this. And then I had to drop out. Then I went to my dad, guess I want to be a farmer, Dad.
I'm ready to lamb.
Yeah.
My time has come.
Yeah, literally getting summoned. Ready, Dad.
I'm upset. Can I come to the farm at some point?
Come to the farm.
Guys,
please.
okay. People underestimate me, right? I will get...
No, because when...
handed.
You'll volunteer. I take my job.
So into it. As in, I love it. Yeah.
The funniest story is we had a student come, because we get veterinary students come to help on the farm. We basically teach them how to lamb. And she basically went in and was like, oh, I can't feel anything. Where's the lamb? And then I look, and she was actually in the actual bum hole, not the...
Just rooting around.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my goodness, you're in the wrong hole.
You're in the wrong place.
I was like, you're in the
That's
wrong
what
hole.
she said, yeah.
I have a serious question. Did you have poo on her hand?
Even that made it.
Do you know what I mean?
Did she have poo on her hands?
To be honest, I didn't go, oh, let me check those fingers. Yeah, that's definitely me.
Okay, I cannot. I'm coming to the farm.
We need you there.
I really want to
You can take my job. I hand it to you.
I would love that. Do your mum and dad still do it to the extent as well?
My mum just chills.
I love his mum.
Good for her.
My mum is she's a chiller. She's like, she would the funny thing is, she would come to everyone after lamb and be like, oh, that was so difficult, wasn't it? And we're like, Mum, come on.
We've literally just had our whole fist.
Yeah.
Up a whole, yeah. Thanks, Mum, though.
Yeah. But yeah, the family still does it. My brother's come back like full time, which has given me a chance to go and do kind of like different things.
Okay.
Mum, Dad, and then we get the students, and then obviously us two.
This is so exciting. Are you permanently here now?
I've got a visa for 3 years. But then we've looked into it. So if we stay together for another 3 years, we can do a partner.
If it all doesn't come crashing down, then we shall. Would you ever move to Australia, Will?
Don't even get started on this one. He tried to move there last time we went. He's like, I'm not leaving.
What? Really?
I was like, do you know what? It's like a completely different way of living.
Okay.
I feel it is. I feel like there's. Let me sell it to you all right
please.
now. The weather, unbelievable. I feel like
Okay.
everyone, I'm not saying like the UK is not happy, but like everyone is a little bit miserable.
Agreed.
Everyone in Australia, oh my God, happy, beach, walks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just great vibes. But I think it's the weather has such a massive impact.
It
do you
does.
Do you know what I mean? It being sunny, beautiful all the time. You can just walk out and it's like picturesque. It's just like beautiful.
Yeah.
We walk out here and it's raining. It's dull.
As in, everybody says that. Everyone's like, you're not depressed, you just live in the UK. Like, that is literally it.
Yeah.
It's just the weather, to me as well, I find it affects my mood without me even knowing it's subconscious.
It does.
That it does affect. I'm like, oh no, I'm generally a happy person. Why do I feel like rats today?
Yeah.
It's the weather. It is.
I went to Australia, got a new whole kind of like identity. I dyed my hair. I was beach blonde, sexy Will.
Yeah.
Bar boy Will.
You know, sexy Will.
Yes.
It was the most wholesome thing ever bringing him to Australia because I've never seen someone love something like so much. Like everything was just amazing. Like I would do the most basic thing, like go to the supermarket and we'll be like, oh my God, chatting to everyone. I was like, wow, you really are. You were like a little ray of sunshine. And like,
I loved it.
You have to move to Australia then.
I loved it.
No, well, he was like saying while we're out there, let's move here. And I was like, I just got my visa in the UK.
Right.
I was like, no, we are going back to the UK. Like, we can't be doing this switch.
I think it would be awesome to live there.
Well,
one day.
The world is your oyster though, you see, because you could, how many more years would you be here? 3? Another 3?
I think so. It's 2 years, and then I can extend it for
2 years an extension, yeah.
For the 3s.
There was this big scare of, oh my God, you know, Jessie's applied for the visa. She's given.
I've never even thought about that. I've never, because I've never been with someone that I've ever had to think about anything like that. And I'm like, oh, that must be such a hard thing to be like, are you even going to be able to stay in this country with me?
I know, it's so scary. I mean, like, you sent off your passport and we're like, and then I had to come back to England.
Right.
And then Jessie couldn't. It was like, oh, we have no idea how long.
We were panicking.
Yeah, how long this is going to be for. You know, what happens if the visa gets declined?
Yeah.
What's going to happen then? There was like so many different routes that your kind of like brain took you down and we were like panicking. We're like, what the fuck is going on?
Is there ever like little seeds of doubt in your mind with you two? Because it's not even like you're like, I live in Spain and I live in the UK.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite sides of the world. Was there ever a tiny doubt in either of your minds that was like, is this a stretch to make this work? Or were you just like, we're so down bad for each other that like it makes so much sense. We're going to make it work.
Down bad.
Down bad.
Down bad.
Down bad. Correct answer,
Say it.
Will. Yeah.
Down bad.
Say the same thing. But yeah, were you ever like, this is going to be really hard to make it work?
I think maybe you more than me because like Jessie kind of like did move to the UK and bought all of her stuff, so I can imagine like you can speak that on that. It's a lot harder, I guess, for you than it was for me.
You uprooted your life.
I think
more,
you've always been so incredibly positive, which is amazing. I think I have had more the doubts because like homesickness is a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
It's really annoying because it's not a short flight. It's a huge flight.
It's a huge flight.
Yeah, I got a lot of homesickness and I kind of, there were periods where I was like, do I want to do this forever? And I think as well, when I come over here, like I had a life in Australia, I've got my family, my friends in Australia.
Yeah.
I've kind of come over here and I love you so much and our life together, but I think people do see me as just like Jessie, Farmer Will's girlfriend that lives on the farm.
Right.
And I'm like, guys, I had a life beforehand.
I'm a CEO standing on multiple businesses.
She a boss.
Yeah, give me my fucking flowers. I agree. Yeah, that must be so hard because people must forget you had a whole life before this.
Yeah.
I think as well, when you find a level of, I know it sounds icky to say, but fame, which you do on a show like that, it's got such a huge platform. People only know you, as you said, now as like the Australian that now lives in England on a farm with Will. But it's like you had a whole life, you had friends, you had family there. Like, that is hard. And are you ever like, oh, you can't... Either way you stay, you know, if you stay in England or if you stay in Australia, somebody's losing out on something, you know?
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I would love to live in Australia for a bit because...
Yeah, you almost have to share the load a bit, don't you?
Yeah. No, 100%.
But then I always say to Will, I'm like, no, I went on Love Island UK, so obviously I've taken that step to this country, so I'm not going to expect that of you.
I want to live in
I fucking want to live in the outside. Please let me, Jessie. That's a really... God, you're so mature. That is such a nice way of looking at it, because I think most people wouldn't see it that way. Most people wouldn't see it in a way of, I'm the one who took the step to come on a show that wasn't in my home country, so that's kind of on me.
Yeah.
You know, that's such a nice way of...
When we left the show, it was like, it was like this... We didn't really speak about it, but I think we were both feeling that. I was like, are you actually going to come back to England? Like, and then I think you felt, because you said, Jessie was like, does he actually want me to come back? And we were both like...
So I actually booked a hotel for the first week. Actually, ITV did that for me, thanks, guys.
Well done.
And then when I went back to the hotel, I was like, well, if he doesn't message me, I'm not gonna message him first, because we had to go our separate ways.
Oh my God, wait, I didn't even think about this element of it.
Yeah.
You've not had, like, you've only been speaking to each other on the show.
Yeah.
And had all this time together. And then you just get your phones and
then I rock up at the UK.
That's so icky and weird.
I know.
What's the text game like?
Yeah. Like
emojis.
He Instagram messaged me. You didn't even have my phone number.
Yeah, Instagram messaged.
But like, so I was like,
what did I say?
And you're basically in a
smiley
whole
face. Hey girlfriend. You said hey girlfriend.
Did I?
Yeah.
I thought I said miss you.
I know you said hey girlfriend.
Oh.
Oh, you need to pull up the receipt.
I think
But I'd like...
Is that right?
Oh, I'm going to pull it up.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
But I'd like come off Love Island UK and be like, okay, I'll go to the... He said to come to the farm. So I was like, I'll go to the UK. Got to the UK, got to this hotel, and I was like...
What now?
I was like, hopefully he's being serious, because I'm in the UK.
That is bizarre. I can't believe that's how it happened.
Yeah, but then you did say the next day, oh, do you want to move on to the farm? I was like, okay.
Do you want to move in?
Yeah.
Well, I got into... Bearing in mind, I'd not seen...
I can't find these boys. Where are they? This is like, Molly... They don't exist. You're actually AI, Will. The trials and tribulations I've been through, and I'm just about getting taken to Nando's. But yes, okay. And you're just like, do you want to move into the farm, Jessie?
Well, do you know what? I went on the show. I hadn't seen my family in such a long time.
Right.
And I got in. First thing my dad said, why is Jessie not here?
Really?
Yeah, and I went, oh, nice to see you as well, Dad. And not had a go at me, but was like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, if you're serious, why is she not coming home with you now?
Right.
Yeah.
How cute. Yeah, did that not make you feel so like, okay?
And then I was like, what am I doing? I was like, I didn't know if it was like too much for Jessie as well to be like, come back and meet everyone now.
And live on the farm, get grubby, put your hands up a sheep's ass, who cares? Yeah, okay. Oh, that must have filled you with a nice bit of, you know, just like, oh, okay, my mind's at rest now.
100%,
knowing that they want to take it seriously and everybody's taking me seriously.
Well, that's where I kind of like booked the hotel, and I was like, if I stay here for a week and do the Love Island reunion and he's not making an effort, I'll just go back to Australia. So I was obviously hoping, I was hoping you would. And so I was like not pushing anything. I wasn't inviting myself anywhere.
I you wouldn't message me. I was like,
but he was on it. He was on it. He messaged me. He said, come back to the farm. Let's make a home for you. And these family were the sweetest. Like, I think your mum and dad were just amazing. I think we could not have made it work without them. They like literally cleaned out space for me to have a wardrobe, and they just like, doing all this stuff for me. And I was like, oh God, this is just so nice.
That makes it so. I think knowing as well, probably on their part, knowing that you were in a place that's unfamiliar to you, this is all so new, so different. They were probably just like, we just want her to feel.
Yeah, no,
well,
that
I don't
was great.
think this has never really happened where Jessie obviously we're from different countries. So like, if Jessie didn't kind of like stay with me or at the family house, where would you?
You wouldn't stay anywhere. Yeah,
it's not like, I guess, normally where you both come back to the UK and you both have your home and different things like that.
Yeah.
It's like completely different.
Yeah.
But it's like, it goes to show if you want to make it work, you will. And like, that's like coming back.
As in, you are literally on other sides of the world from each other. If you can make it work, I don't want to hear shit from you lame men anymore. It's so true. I actually love you too.
So that kind of goes back to your question with the doubts. Like, every now and then we have doubts. I think the most recent one, I was like, I was having a cry because I was like, if we have kids, they're not going to be able to see both their grandparents at the same time.
Right, without taking a 2-day flight.
Literally,
Yeah. There's a lot of things to like think about, I guess.
There's loads to consider about
But we'll make it work. Like, that's our attitude. And our families are both really accepting of it too. Like, they're like so happy. They love us both. So, yeah.
Love you both. Do you think that's why, because obviously I feel like you two, because I remember this. I remember your season and I remember you two coming under a lot of heat for people being like, is it real? Is she serious? This, that and the other. Like, and it's so, do you know what? It's so shit because I'm actually only putting that down to the fact that you are Australian.
Yeah.
And the fact that people were almost trying to be like,
It's like
how's that going to work?
Well, that's why we got voted out by the other people. It was that's the only reason. It was like, is it going to work because of long distance and not?
And look at you now.
Look at us
I
now.
feel like you're the only ones together, are you not?
I think there's a couple of people, but ironically, a couple of people did break up because of distance.
Much to think about, guys. Much to think about that. Let that sink in for a minute. And we're talking like Manchester, London, so let's get a grip here. That's so interesting. Okay, Love Island's over. We've done the backstory. Jessie.
Yes.
Coachella game.
This is actually my cue now. I can just
you can just leave. I'm
on the
actually
pod.
over you now.
I'll just sit behind and cry.
Which is what you were doing whilst you was at Coachella.
I've never felt so bad. I would like wake up and look at his Snapchats and he actually got a toothache. He had his wisdom teeth playing up. So I was at Coachella. It was also his birthday. He had a toothache. I was like, I'm the worst girlfriend ever.
Oh, stop. Was this like man flu-y type energy?
He made it look very, very bad.
My wisdom teeth has to come out. I couldn't chew. This is really funny. Sheep can't chew like this. They grind like this. That's how.
Not you becoming the sheep.
That's how I had to chew like this.
Absolutely. What? As in doing this?
Yeah, because I couldn't open my mouth. It was like horrible.
He was Snapchatting. I fun. I'm like, what is going on?
This is the most hilarious tactic ever. I'm telling all my friends to do this. The next time your boyfriend wants to go on a lad's holiday, I'm just going to be like, I've got no teeth left. I'm completely, you've got to come home. Oh my God, right. But what I really want to know the tea on is,
Okay.
Coachella, is it worth it?
Honestly, it's very far from here. It was a really fun festival, but I just don't think the vibes that if it was in the UK, it would be a completely different vibe. I think the UK is so much more rowdy.
You know how to party.
That was the tamest music festival I feel like I've ever been to. It was really like clean and beautiful and flowers everywhere and like no rubbish.
Not you hating it because it's clean.
It was lovely.
I want Heineken cans on the floor. I want everyone making out the corner, shagging. To be honest, that's what I want out of a festival. I think. So I keep coming across people's videos from Coachella and it's always Brits being like, we're just riots though. I just feel like we're chaotic. So I don't think everyone necessarily wants to do a festival like a Brit does because we are just
it's just
hell.
Different, isn't it?
It's just different.
When we were
just
there,
all inhibitions go. It's not posy. I think that's the point.
Yeah, I think it was even so like, we were on our way to see Peggy Goo, and then I know I was like ready to love it. I was like ready to go mad.
Yeah.
Next to me is like a family, And they have like a cart, and there's a little kid just like sitting in the trolley, like reading books and stuff. And they're like,
in the trolley.
It was like a cart. And they were literally bringing their toddler to Peggy Goo. And I was like, this is just different. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, because you can't really let your inhibitions go when there's a tiny toddler in a car.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah, reading their nursery rhymes. Yeah. That's weird.
But then I was like, that's such a lucky kid.
I
agree.
get
to go to Peggy Goo at that age.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's very what I would do if I had kids.
Yeah.
Like, come on, we're going to a 3-day festival.
No school for you.
Get yourself ready.
Yeah.
Really? So you just thought it was more tame?
It was very tame. It was very nice. I think I did feel really safe at the festival.
Really?
Other people say, I don't know if that's just because I'm Australian though, because other people said that their phones were getting stolen, but I just had my phone out the whole time.
I heard that.
Yeah, I was having a jolly good time. Like, I just felt...
Still a good time. She's turned English.
Yeah, I was having a jolly good time,
Jolly good
Charlie.
with my tea.
Yeah, I heard this. A lot of people talking about the phone thing.
Yeah, it
But
didn't
I was
happen
like,
to me.
I was like, also, that's any big event.
Yeah.
As in, I feel like any big event is going to attract that to some extent. So, like, I wouldn't say that's alien to Coachella.
Yeah, I think the wildest parts of Coachella, though, if you love the artist you're going to see, you're going to get a good show.
Okay.
As well, a lot of them are just strutting around in the crowd. You know, like we're standing there, Hailey Bieber's right in front of us. Justin Bieber comes on the stage. Like, so if you, like, have certain people that you're
Meanwhile,
fans...
Will. Tiny violin and toothache and his wisdom tooth. Yeah. Oh, Bob.
But yeah, it was fun. I would personally, my 16-year-old brother said, I want to go to Coachella. That's the type of festival I'd actually bring him along to and be like the supervising.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he can see like Tyler, the creator, and the people he wants
massive
to
though,
see.
aren't they? Like, it's like the artists are like the best of the best.
Yeah,
It's like you
I mean,
can't-
the lineup's a joke.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like Kanye and Doja Cat and this, that, are Doja Cat's.
Oh my God, she is mad. She's such a performer. She was like crawling down the stage.
It looked
She's
so
dancing.
good.
I was like, how did she do that and look so good? And like not pant? Do you know what I mean? Like, she's not that bad.
Not a pant in sight.
No.
Unbelievable cardiovascular system.
Yeah.
Very, very proud of her.
Yeah.
Who was your fave?
My favourite, I fangirled when Justin Bieber came out on stage. Thames, yeah. Like, honestly...
No, okay, this is funny. Do you know what the saddest thing for me is? Jessie actually said to me, oh, you look like you're having a really good time on the farm. She messaged me from my fucking
time on the farm.
Snapchat. The audacity from Coachella.
Were you drunk at this point, yes or no? She was like, you know what, let me just
Coachella.
trick Will into thinking he's having a nice time.
She, from my Snapchat, when she said, oh, you look like you're having so much fun on the farm, but I was like...
He did look like he was having fun. You go look at his TikTok.
Will, be honest, did you just want her home?
I was like, really? No, I wanted to be there.
Okay, you were like, White Fox, what the hell?
Yeah.
I wanted to be there.
Oh, for sure. Like, the setup that White Fox gave him, like, it was...
Yeah, it
was
looked
amazing.
insane.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I'm so grateful because, like, I watched this type of stuff of influencers do this when I was, like, way younger. When I was working at the bank.
Yeah.
Those influencers.
When I was a bank, when I was a lawyer, when I was...
And so, like, being there, I was like, this is actually surreal. I need to really, like, soak it up. So, yeah. I'm sorry you couldn't come.
No, it's fine.
This Coachella Gate will forever kill me with you two. It's so funny.
It's fine,
No,
honestly.
but, Will, let's talk about Clarkson's farm.
Yeah.
Coming into my own now.
He said it's my time to shine.
Yeah. We went Clarkson's farm a couple of days ago. So much fun.
Yeah.
Met Jeremy, met Caleb, met the whole gang.
Jeremy Clarkson is, weirdly, it's very off-brand for me, but he is my Roman Empire.
Top Gear?
Yeah. As in Top Gear was mine and my dad's show. Really?
So I was with him, I saw him, and I was fangirling because, like, my dad used to make me watch Top Gear with him. And
really?
Yeah.
As an Australian?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
My dad would always
I
be
feel like in Australia they don't have any Australian TV. It's either UK or American TV.
Really? Is that true?
We have a bit Australian TV, but we like just watch everything.
There was an Australian soap, Home and Away.
I love Home and Away and Neighbours.
as well.
I used to watch that. Is Neighbours Australian?
Yeah. I can't believe you guys watch it over here. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, Ramsay Street in Melbourne.
Neighbours, that one?
Yeah.
Should be there for one.
Do you not recognise the Aussie accent?
What?
Margot Robbie started on Neighbours.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Margot
Yeah.
Robbie was on Neighbours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actual.
Somebody pull up some receipts of that. I don't believe you're telling the truth. Oh my God, where have I been? I've been living under a rock.
I only found this out when Jessie told me 6 months ago. And I'm like sat here like,
Yeah. The way you looked at me like you joking, you don't know that.
Look, we've got proof. She's a schoolgirl.
Oh my God, she even looks fit there. I can't stand her.
Well, I only found out she was Australian not that long ago.
Yeah, to be fair, okay, that's even worse than me.
No, but
yeah,
I thought she was American. I thought she was American.
No, I guess because you almost just think that because she spends so much of her time playing American characters.
But Australians do like to hold on the fact that we have Margot Robbie. Like, we make it very clear. Like,
yeah, you're like, Margot Robbie is us.
Australian.
Yeah. I so get it. Okay, Clarkson's fun.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah, because you came with me as well.
Yeah,
really good fun. We went for because they've got the new launch of season 3 coming out. Obviously fitting for another farm boy to go.
Yeah.
You know, have a little scope out the farm. But yeah, really, really lovely. Caleb, lovely. Jeremy, lovely. All of the cast.
I was going to say, is Jeremy what you expect him to be? Just like
I don't really know what
I
expected to be, quite honest.
Really?
Yeah, with him.
What you see is what you get.
It is,
yeah.
It is really what you see, what you get.
Yeah.
But we kind of like saw the different animals, saw the farm shop, which was really, really weird. Saw his wife. Yeah, it was like quite wholesome, wholesome trip.
Was there any part of you, because I would so be like this, were you like, my farm's better?
Are you joking? I wish I could fucking say that.
Really?
Well, you've got to think like that.
I mean, they've got budget behind that.
They've got budget.
They've got budget. Yeah.
He's got a Lamborghini tractor.
Budget. He's got a fucking Lamborghini tractor.
Lamborghini tractor?
Yeah, I took a photo in front of it. I was like, it's really cool.
A Lamborghini
You're like,
tractor.
well, what the hell are you doing?
Me and my old man
with your rubbish-ass tractor.
The door fell off our tractor the other day.
Yeah, driving around a 30-year-old John Deere.
Oh,
honestly,
no.
yeah.
You need a Lamborghini tractor.
Yeah. Oh,
really
God,
cool.
yeah. God knows what the price of that would be.
No, this is why you do the farming and the influencing.
Yeah.
Add Lamborghini, thank you, the tractor. That's perfect.
Yeah, but it was all, I had a really good time.
Yeah.
It was, I like going on other people's farms and different things like that. But we saw a screening as well, we can't tell you what, but watched a couple of the episodes. But yeah, it was just a really, really fun, fun day. Yeah.
What are you going to do, will you just forever be on the farm, do you think?
Been out in Australia.
He wants to be an Australian housewife.
I'll get farm out in Oz.
Really, as in, do you ever see yourself leaving the life?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I think we're definitely going to move out together. So kind of like the move with the farm is that, obviously it's in the family. My brother's now working full-time on the farm with my dad. Okay. So I'm just not needed as much.
Fine.
So I can go, venture out, do different opportunities, explore. But then obviously I have the farm to
You always come back to your home turf.
Yeah, because like with lambing and different things like that, my dad does need my help. And I will tell him that as well. I'll make sure he knows.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, he knows about that one for sure. But then, like, obviously, with us and kind of like us developing forward and things like that, we definitely kind of like want to move out and I want to live a bit of sea boy life.
He wants to be a surfer, Jessie.
I want to live a bit of sea boy life.
Yeah, I think at some point you're going to have to.
Oh, no, yeah. We're definitely, next 6 months, I'd say we'll be out.
Next 6 months, she's thinking the bastard. I've got 2 years on this visa. 2 years. Stop it.
The thing is, we in my family group chat, like making all these plans. I'm like, what are you doing there in Australia? And we're like, here, Will. And he's like, just like chatting to the fam. And I'm like,
I speak to Jessie's family more than she does.
I'm going with the flow, but I feel like we might end up accidentally in Australia.
I think you will.
More than she does.
I actually think, no, as in there's no way you are going to end up there because he's going to do a
We'll do a swap. I'll say, I'm actually chill on the farm, though. I'm just chilling and Will's off.
Imagine you two swap roles and you end up on the farm and he ends up in Australia.
In Sydney.
Yeah, in Sydney.
Sydney boy! I think we'll definitely settle down there.
Yeah.
Wait, where's there?
In Australia.
Okay.
I saw a funny clip of you two talking about, you were actually on another pod and you were talking about proposals and you were saying Do you actually do that?
Yes.
Do you actually pretend to propose?
We had our worst yet, his worst one yet was in Rome,
God.
the most recent one. We had people commenting on our social media, I watched you two get engaged, I've got the video, announce it now or I'll release it.
Yeah.
You're lying.
I kid you not.
You are such a shit. What
Should I
did you
find
do
the
that?
video?
Yeah, get the video.
I was like pissed.
On our YouTube.
And one thing less than another, and by the time I had like 50 people fucking doing this with me, chanting, me getting down on one knee, everyone going, say yes, say yes.
And I'm just...
Is that... You are the boy that cried wolf, though, because you can't... How are you going to propose to her?
I know. I've always said to Jessie, like, when I actually propose, you'll know I'm going to propose. It'll be like the most beautiful thing in the world.
Okay, right.
This is just...
But are you just getting down in the middle of busy crowds?
I get like a kick out of it because, like, Jessie gets really, like... Obviously, it's awkward. I get, like, this weird...
This dopamine hit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, everyone, let's be hands together.
Because it's like me in the crowd. It's me in the crowd, and then you've got like Jessie.
It's the crowd. The crowd is killing me.
I need to show you this.
Crowd.
Wait, what did you say, Jessie? Did you say yes?
See, Will is a very outgoing person, and I'm like introvert, extrovert, like a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Generally in public, I go in my shell, so I'm just sitting there like, oh, please, like, no. Ha ha ha.
Do you know what? If we have like a wine, I'm like, that's going to taste like a proposal, that is.
And like literally, I'll just put my hand over my face, and he usually just picks me up. I need to show you this.
You are.
Wait.
A little bit.
A little bit. A lot of fun. So
No, aren't
we
you back?
sat at a table for dinner, and next to us was
A group of Scots.
Let me find this now.
This is my favourite.
Oh wait.
No. Will's going like this.
But it's okay. But yeah, having a late start to the day. Oh, why can't I find the exact footage?
No, it's so fun. We can chop
It
it.
was fun. You need to see.
We need to clip this in because this is the funniest shit ever.
Got egged on into proposing to Jessie, and then a group of about 50 people surrounded, watched it.
Will, you are pissing me
Look
off.
at this. Look at that man with the flowers.
Yeah.
The whole crowd. I'm like, Will, stop
Oh my
it.
God, no, she's going, stop it.
I turn to the crowd and I'm like, yeah!
He does it all for the crowd.
Look at this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so last night is... Yeah.
Yeah, so last night we got engaged.
Oh my God, it was great.
So how the hell are you going to do it actually now?
Oh, I'm not going to do it in front
I
of
just have one
like
thing to
50
say.
people, am I?
I'm
Like, that video was
traumatised.
sent me. He's going like this.
I'm like, come on, get involved. And then
You are so good for not getting annoyed. I mean, that is so my humour, so I do think that's funny.
There were people like buying shots afterwards.
Oh my
There were
God, we
people
got,
coming
like,
up,
free
like holding my
drinks,
hand,
flowers.
saying,
You're just getting freebies
Yeah.
for all your multiple proposals.
Yeah, come on, everyone.
How would you...
Come on.
It's the crowd interaction.
It was
It's
mortifying.
killing me.
If the crowd didn't get involved, I don't
Mortifying.
think I'll do it. It's just not fun then.
I agree. You do
Yeah.
it for the crowd.
"But you just not do it."
It's I do it for the people.
Yeah,
I
for
do-
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, you're a man of the people.
It's just funny
Give them
because
what they want.
Jessie got an Instagram and with this girl basically threatening us that we have to make it public that we're
She
proposal.
was like, I'm going to leak it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were people like saying on Snapchat, "My dad has a video of you getting engaged." I'm like,
Yeah, shut up. If only you knew. How would you actually want to be proposed to? Have you said to Will how you would actually want it done?
I feel like I'm scared to get proposed to now.
No, do you know what I would? Okay,
I'm
first,
Giving her PTSD. Will.
first of all, I wouldn't propose while we're drunk.
Okay. Fine. Yeah.
Number two,
Step one.
I'm not gonna propose to get kind of like the people. Once Jessie said yes, I didn't even interact with her. I interacted with the crowd.
The crowd.
It would be very secluded and romantic and beautiful.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
happy with that. I feel like
Fine.
crowd, no.
Crowd,
Okay?
no.
No,
Alcohol,
the next
no.
big thing is going to like a football game or something like that, and
my
or
God.
like a
Oh my
concert.
god! Oh my god! For God's sake, we're fueling the fire.
No.
I'm just gonna stand there with a
ideas.
sign.
You need to do it. No, not me getting involved now. I'm so
what
here
is
for the crowd. I love it. No, you know when people do it up on the screen.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, I did it. I did it on Australian sports telly. That someone came round with a camera and it was live.
Jesse, how many times has he done this?
And it was live.
So many. You've done it on radio.
Yeah,
Done it
it was live on fucking telly. I got down on one knee.
At the cricket, yeah.
You're a menace to society. I can't believe it. I can't wait to the day that you actually do it. I'm just
a real kick.
Yeah, I'm just going to reply like false news.
Fake news.
Where's the crowd?
Yeah.
Okay, right. I want to play. Oh God, we've been going for ages, haven't we? Bloody hell. Okay, I want to play a very quick fire.
All right.
Little Mr. and Mrs. game with you both.
Okay.
Okay. Is this going to be?
What's
really
the rules?
quick?
Wouldn't
you like to know? I'm not telling you. Well, you're going to break them anyway.
Yeah.
Do we have? Shall I just?
I reckon they're not. I don't think you can.
I agree. You don't need them. We did have little whiteboards, but I was like, I don't think you need them.
Okay.
We can't spell, so it's perfect.
Fine. Okay. Let me.
Yes, I can.
Maybe I want these two to close their eyes. Do we want to point?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna. This is like a Mr. and Mrs. like who's who. So you almost. I don't want you to see what each other is answering.
Okay.
So like close your eyes and just point at whoever, either yourself or the other person.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Right now.
Right.
Do we open our eyes?
Right now.
Or do we just keep it closed?
God's sake.
Are we
You
allowed to
need the
open
rules.
afterwards?
Can I propose when? Is there a crowd? Run up! Everyone, get involved. Okay. Are you ready to play Mr. and Mrs.?
Let's go.
Okay. Close your eyes. Will.
No.
God's sake. Okay. Who is the best in the mornings? Nice. Oh God, I obviously could have called that.
Can we open our eyes after?
For audio.
Yeah, okay, verbalise it. Go, Will.
Well, yeah.
Nice.
Such a morning boy I am.
Close your eyes again. Wait, is he one of those annoying? Is he like...
He jumps out of bed.
Yeah, jump out a bit.
talks
I'll get
to
the
me.
music on. I'm like, hey, today's gonna
Well, I'm
be
trying to
a good
sleep,
morning.
and I need my 8 hours. If I don't get my 8 hours, the date is cancelled.
Can you get Can you get less than 8 hours? I feel like you're...
Fine, yeah, I'll get up. I'll have conversations with Jessie when she's asleep.
He does, and I say to him, I'm like, Will, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm actually asleep. Can you go away?
Fuck
I'm
off.
actually asleep. Oh my God, I can't. Okay. Eyes closed. Ready? Who's got the worst habits? Nice. Will.
Yeah.
It's the mini peeking is
Yes,
killing
are
me.
you
peeking?
No, everyone's like this.
I'm not.
You're not. What are the worst habits?
Maybe like weeing on the floor.
Just a minor one. Nothing. That's fine. Fine. You're not even. I mean, sometimes boys wee on the seat a little bit.
Mate, I swear to God, you
But
go
the
to the toilet
floor?
with your eyes closed. It's so bad.
You know what?
No,
Because he's so high on life, I just feel like he's like. And he goes into the toilet.
This is one of the ones that he's going to admit. Like, yeah.
Yeah, fair. You admitted the worst ones. It's great. Yeah, who cares? Okay, eyes closed. Lovers. Who said I love you first?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
on TV.
yeah.
That was on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm stubborn like that.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm really stubborn like that. I can't bear it. Okay, eyes closed. Who is the funniest?
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Will.
I'm never going to live that one down, am I?
Okay. Eyes closed. Who is the vainest?
You're definitely going to point at me here, aren't you? I don't like that word, so I'm going to I would say me.
Wait, is it vain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the vainest?
Fuck off!
Are you the vainest?
Will's a princess, and you know it.
If the shoe fit, yeah, you. Huh?
Really?
Who, me?
Really?
I love it how it's right after he goes, I'm the funniest.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, honestly, everything's Will at this point. Okay, eyes closed. Who wears the trousers? Jesse, I knew that would be the case.
I was
know-
going to say me, but that's
Will
just
actually
a lie.
thinks...
It's just a fucking lie.
That would be untrue.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do let you wear the trousers or the pants, but then everything just goes to shit.
That's how you know.
I'm just like,
That's how you know I don't wear the trousers when she goes, I let you wear them.
Sometimes I let you wear the pantaloons
He just
and
like-
everything falls apart.
he like plans something or everything, and then I'm like, for example, we're going on holiday. I'm like, have you got the return flight? No. I'm like, why?
Will. Oh, are
So
you one of those just like
We like to be actually called a spontaneous, living life on the edge.
no plans, just vibes?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he says, I've got this. So I'm like, do you know what? Just trust them.
I've got this. Oh my God. I can literally imagine it. Okay, eyes closed. Who takes the longest to get ready? Jessie.
Yeah, but you were going to say
Yeah,
that.
fair. I mean,
Yeah.
but, you know,
Yeah.
20 minutes, I can do it in about
Yeah.
20
Plus,
minutes.
I have to get half of your stuff ready too, in all fairness.
Fine. Perfection takes time. as
Yeah.
well. We've got lots to do.
True.
Eyes closed, both of you. This is the last question. This could be the most scathing. Who is the best at making content?
Ooh.
No, Will.
Did you point to yourself?
Absolutely kill. No, I'm going to tell you exactly what Will did. Will went and this. That was okay. Who are we going for, Jessie?
Do you know what? I am better actually behind the scenes, and Will's better in front of the
Fine.
camera.
Okay.
I'd say that.
And
Yeah.
teamwork makes the dream work, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I think it's quite, we just worked well
Just
together.
complement each other nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that
like,
way.
because all of our content's like together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think
Can
you're
I-
like,
Good
I'm like, yeah.
That was just the better. That was like a cheeky schoolboy. Like,
At least you tried to compliment me, I guess.
that was, yeah, exactly. That was cute. Guys, thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for having us.
To the end.
Oh, thanks, Ricardo. Thanks for having us
so much.
on.
Can I please come to the farm?
Okay,
Oh,
don't
no.
tell. We're getting you on the farm.
I want to come to the
We
farm
want
so bad.
We want to set this like series up where you.
Will you have guests?
Yeah, so
Yes.
you have like, and then you have like two people, and it's a farm contest. You like farm against each other. And
Competition.
we're like,
Imagine me and
And
Jack.
like you,
Yeah.
but you're against each other, and then you either have me or Will as your leader.
Oh my
so obviously
God.
you want me.
Yes.
You want me to be the bloody leader. I'll just say that.
Living up to the vein.
Otherwise, you're gonna get massaged.
Yeah. You're just
Well,
gonna
I
get
think the sheep
tickled.
liked it. I think
Yeah.
she liked the tickles. Okay.
I'd love that actually.
That would be good fun, wouldn't it?
Girly
That's
Yeah.
power. Oh my God, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Let me know.
So yeah, we're putting you first on our list, please.
Guys,
You
I'm
heard
so
it here
excited.
first.
You heard it here first. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I just love these two so much. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching. Please leave me 5 stars if you're listening. Tell your nan, tell your granddad, tell Jeremy Clarkson, tell your sheep.
Yeah.
I love you. Mwah.